To the talk of the hour with Jana.
And Karim, the host for today. We welcome our guests, Mr. Zuhair and Mr. Ghunaim.
Today we will be talking about World War I, its impact on our world today, and its causes. Serbia was involved in the beginning of World War I.
Yes, definitely, because they funded the Black Hand, which killed Franz Ferdinand.
Do you think the alliance system was a cause of World War I?
Yes, in a way. There were two kinds of there was the alliances, which is France, Belgium, not Germany, France, Belgium, England, Russia, and those. They were all allies. And then there was the Central Powers, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and others.
So do you think the involvement of allies was the thing that
Yes.
actually started the
Yes,
World
because
War?
it was just the start between two people or like two countries. Then each ally came in and
Wanted to defend
they wanted
their
to defend their allies and also wanted
Do
to
you
have
agree?
power.
Yes, I agree, because this is a fact.
Thank you.
We interrupt to go to commercial break. We thank Mr. Ahmed Ghunaim for joining us tonight. And after commercial break, we will welcome back Mr. Ali Mustafa. Thank you. What were some of the impacts that affected our world today from World War I?
Well, the weapons that were developed back in World War I were way too advanced, and a lot of them are the weapons we use today, such as tanks, machine guns, attack helicopters, but they weren't really justified in World War I. But in the future, we started using more of them. And if you think of it economically, countries invested way too much money in weapons, and it affected after World War I.
So who do you think was the country that was most affected negatively in World War I?
I would say Russia.
Why?
Because practically they had farmers,
I would also like to add on something. Alongside, he is kind of right when it comes to Russia, because also when Russia took out of the World War I, they had their own civil war in their country. Yet at the same time, America had attacked them at that point, at that time.
Russia had a big rebuilding job to do after the World War I. Especially they had their own civil war. They had to deal with Germany, the strongest country in the world.
Also, actually, I take back what I said. No, I don't take back what I said. But the most country that was affected was the Ottoman Empire, because it ended after World War I.
But it was already weak.
The Ottoman Empire was
But
already
it
weak before
ended.
the war. Yeah, but
It
it
was
was,
weak, but
it
it
was
ended.
already weak.
But did
Russia was a
end?
big empire.
But did Russia end?
It did
No.
not end, but it still had a huge rebuilding job to do.
Ottoman Empire lost more than 1 million people.
So how many?
No, wait. Because they had a large army that was untrained.
And they were full of
Vice
farmers
versa,
and
okay, the same thing
they were
also.
full of farmers and engineers, not really trained soldiers.
Same
Germany
thing.
pushed them aside.
The same thing also goes for Russia. They weren't really that well trained.
How many people died from all this in World War I?
Like, if you think about
around-
each country had like 3 million.
No,
So
the most effective thing was the disease. I don't remember.
yeah,
what
people
the-
died from diseases in trench warfare.
No, but
Trench
trench
warfare
warfare
was-
was not introduced yet in World War
It
I.
was really good.
Okay, the most around 15 million people died in World War I because of that. Around 15 million.
Diseases at the time had
Was
an
the
impact.
most.
Yeah, there were diseases, but didn't. Different historians have had many different opinions over World War I. Mr. Ali wants to discuss more. I want Mr. Ali to discuss more about militarism and the effect it had on World War I and our world today.
Also imperialism and colonization.
Well, for what I think, militarism is it's just an ideology which influenced some countries. For example, Germany. They practically fought with France just for the hell of it. They don't like France. They want to take over France. But it wasn't going
Don't
to
you
be that
think?
easy.
May I
It's
just-
the same thing with
Because of the
Belgium.
arms race.
May I just ask?
Is it because of what?
The arms race.
The arms race isn't something to do with militarism that much. It's just a competition between two countries or more who who develops more weapons? Who
But
develops the
that
better
all-
weapons? Who
I'd like to go to our expert historian and friend Demi. Unfortunately she couldn't be here today, so we're gonna video call her.
World War I still has on today is technology and weaponry. After the war, there were massive production in radios, airplanes, chemicals, and automobiles. To this day, we still use all those things, but of course they are more advanced and improved than they were back when they were first made. But without their creation after the World War, we wouldn't have them in the first place. These inventions used as weaponry play a big role in fighting wars today. It is much easier to kill opponents now than it was before World War I. For example, chemicals, or in this case, chemical weapons, are sprayed on the opponent. They breathe it in, the gas takes its toll on the victim, and the victim dies. It wasn't as simple as that before. Thanks to World War I, we now have advanced technology and weaponry. Yes, I think that they did the right thing because there isn't much possibility or any way to resolve this peacefully, or anything Austria-Hungary can offer in order for Serbia to agree to meet all their demands. Violence will threaten them in knowing not to anger them. Meanwhile, peace will make Serbia not fearful of Austria-Hungary.
Thank you for watching the Talk of the Hour with Jana and Karim. And we thank you so much, Mr. Ali Zuhair and Mr. Ali Mustafa.
We conclude now the talk of the hour. Bye bye.